So trusts could have a very profound impact on the division of property in a divorce. It depends what the trust says. It depends what property is in the trust. It depends when the trust was created. It depends who the trustors or the settlors of the trust are. All of those things could have an impact. So for example, let's say you and your spouse created a joint trust. That likely means that you both signed that document. Now, by signing that document, that trust could potentially change the community property laws that would otherwise apply in your divorce. Another way it could impact the divorce is if you had a separate property trust prior to your marriage and it was created prior to your marriage. It is likely that the property that was in the trust and that remained in that trust prior to the marriage is still going to be your separate property. Now, the terms of the trust are going to be important because most trusts have some language in them that governs how property is treated as it is deposited into the trust. And by treated, I mean characterization of the property, whether it's separate property or community. So it matters what the trust says. It matters when it was created. Another thing that we always advise our clients to do is if they do have trusts, if they do have some level of estate planning, you want to keep that in mind when you're going through a divorce. God forbid something happens during the divorce, your estate planning is going to remain in place and the divorce proceeding that has been ongoing is going to be dismissed. So one thing we like to do is work with our estate planning team here at J. Berg Wilk to create some interim estate planning that can take the place of your prior estate planning so that if something happened while you're going through the divorce, your property and your share of the community property will go to the people or to the other trust or whoever it is you want that property to go to. So there's a lot to know about trusts in a divorce, and we are always mindful of it all.